Welcome to AN24 TV News, reaching you live from our studio. My name is Temitayo Peters. The headlines. Tinubu holds maiden FEC meeting. Troops rescue 29 kidnapped victims from terrorists in Borno, Kaduna. On the foreign scene, expert calls for adoption of Sweden's model to reduce cigarette use. And in sports, Romelu Lukaku set for Roma loan after deal agreed with Chelsea. President Bola Tinubu on Monday presided over the first Federal Executive Council meeting of his administration at the Council Chambers of the State House in Abuja, where they unfolded a 3-year economic revival plan to address the social and economic challenges affecting the country. The president, who acknowledged that Nigeria is in a difficult time, charged members of his cabinet to put in effort to revive the country's economy. While relaying his trust in the minister's capacity to serve, he noted that there shall be a homegrown re-engineering of the country's finances to let the economy work for Nigerians. Tinubu emphasized that the appointments are not fixed terms but based on the merit and delivery of the ministers. The Nigerian army said that its troops successfully rescued 29 hostages from the captivity of Boko Haram terrorists in Borno State and other terrorists in Kaduna State. The Director of Army Public Relations, Brigadier General Onyema Nwanchukwu, in a statement said the troops of the 144 Battalion on Saturday rescued the 25 hostages around Gwoza local government area of Borno State. He said the troops, in conjunction with hybrid force during a clearance operation at Gobara village of Gwoza local government area, rescued 14 hostages comprising 6 women and 8 children. In a similar operation on Sunday, August 27, 2023, troops of 82 Task Force Battalion in conjunction with hybrid force raided Boko Haram terrorist enclave in Gava village in Gwoza local government area of the state and rescued 11 civilians. He said all rescued victims were in troops' custody undergoing profiling. The Miyetti Allah Kauta Hore Fulani Socio-Cultural Association on Monday vowed to tackle injustice suffered by its members across the country, saying it must come to an end. To this end, the organization has constituted a 55-member legal committee to take stock of all cases against its members nationwide to seek legal redress. 2 other committees comprising enlightenment and nomadic education were also inaugurated to address the problem of education and social cohesion. The association declared its stand during the annual general meeting held in Karu local government area of Nasarawa State. According to the association, the continuous incarceration of Fulani cattle herders in the country has compelled the Miyetti Allah Katu Hore Fulani to inaugurate a 55-member legal team to rescue herdsmen currently serving unjust jail terms. Speaking at the group's annual general meeting, the national president of the association, Alhaji Abdullahi Budejo, said a situation where all Fulani herdsmen were treated as criminally minded people was untrue, unjust, and unfair. He added that the legal team has been mandated by the association to provide legal assistance to all herders unjustly treated, humiliated, and sent to jail in their fatherland. The Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun has been accused of diverting the statutory federal allocation due to the state local government in the last 2 years. Also, Abiodun was alleged to have diverted over 10.8 billion naira funds from the Subsidy Reinvestment and Empowerment Program. The allegation was made by the chairman of Ijebu East local government area of Ogun State, Wale Adedayo, in a letter written to former Governor Olusegun Oshoba. According to Adedayo, since Governor Abiodun assumed power, he had not given him and his colleagues 10% of the state's internally generated revenue, which the Constitution also stipulated should go to the local government. Adedayo attributed the alleged diversion of funds and neglect of local government as the key reason the All Progressives Congress lost in some areas in the state during the last elections. He urged Oshoba to convince Governor Abiodun to allow the federal statutory allocation to reach each of the councils. On the foreign scene, international health expert has urged African policymakers to adopt Sweden's tobacco harm reduction strategy to combat tobacco-related deaths and improve public health across the continent. The call was made during a webinar hosted by the African Harm Reduction Alliance, ARA, to discuss the urgent need to implement tobacco harm reduction (THR) strategies in Africa. The panel highlighted the success of countries like Sweden and United Kingdom, which has embraced lower-risk alternatives to cigarettes, resulting in reduced smoking rates and tobacco-related diseases. According to the Secretary General of the ARA, Dr. Dylan Human, Sweden's success story on the reduction of smoking rate from 15% in 2008 to 5.6% today should be celebrated as a public health revolution and must be emulated all over the world to decrease the health risk associated with the consumption of tobacco products. He stated that efforts are all geared towards saving lives and improving the quality of life for smokers who have been unable to quit. Finally, in sport, Chelsea striker Romelu Lukaku is set to seal a return to Roma after the Italian side reportedly agreed terms over season-long loan deal. According to several UK reports, Roma is expected to pay Chelsea £8 million to take the want-away striker for the remainder of the season while covering Lukaku's wages. The deal is expected to be completed well before Friday's European transfer deadline and sees Roma's beat off domestic rivals Inter Milan and Juventus to the 30-year-old centre-forward's signature. Consider this: change your thoughts and you change your world. And that's AN24 TV News produced by Temitope Ogubanke. Don't forget to follow us across all our social media platforms. Thanks for staying with us.